This is a riser. Your financial freedom. Your future.
Larry, I love the new home. Did you remember the tips we discussed?
As a matter of fact, they were very helpful. We always follow the manufacturer's guidelines, check for damaged cords, turn off electrical equipment before cleaning, and we never overload sockets.
And we always use a licensed electrician for electrical work and a certified technician for repairs.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Grenada, I don't know what Flow giving out. $30,000 in cash and prizes. Unlimited talk. Free WhatsApp and social media. Up to 90% off on smartphones. So you're getting more savings, more value, and more speed on the best telecommunication network on the island. And all you have to do, top up as low as $5, sign up for postpaid and our broadband, switch up to our beautiful network, pay your bills on time, activate a combo plan, and bundle your services to save more and win more. So visit us in stores today to be a part of our More Fun More promotion with Flow.
It's more with Flow now, you really know. All these deals make you save more, get more.
Island Style's annual Easter clearance sale is here, and boy, do we have some exciting deals for you. Massive savings on tiles to be had, with discounts from 10 to 35% off on all tiles, store-wide. Buy all we have in a low stock model and watch your discounts skyrocket with a huge 15% off. Plus, get chip edge tiles for as low as $1. Yes, we're clearing out our old stock to bring in the new. And that's not all. The Easter Bunny has added extra savings on tubs, bathroom vanities, tile tools, and so much more. It won't get any better than this. Jump on these excellent deals and visit our Island Style showroom on Monroe Road in Grandans or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sale ends Holy Saturday. When you think tile, think Island Style.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Macnic?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Pump It Up is back. Co-op Bank's Pump It Up Family Fun Walk will be back with a bang in 2023. Get ready to hit the road again for more fun, more smiles, more laughter, and lots of prizes. Join us in Carriacou on Sunday, March 26th at 4 p.m. as we pump it up from the Harveyvale playing field to the Hillsborough playing field. Then on Sunday, April 23rd at 4 p.m., we will make our way to the Grenada National Stadium from Montrouge playing field. Register today at any of our retail banking units with a minimum contribution of $10 to secure your package while stocks last. All contributions collected will go directly to the fund for the re-establishment of the Carlton Home. Come out in your numbers on the journey towards a healthy lifestyle and show your support for this worthy cause.
For only the second time in history, the Spice Boys will battle the United States of America on home soil. On home soil. Grenada plays the USA in League A of the CONCACAF Nations League on Friday, March 24, 2023 at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Kickoff time, 8 p.m. Get your tickets now. $75 EC for the lower main stand, $50 EC for the upper main stand, $40 EC for the secondary stand, and $25 EC for the bleachers. Tickets available now online at godofed.com. Grenadian Optical in Grandans, Chickies Bar, opposite the bus terminal. Mix and Bites School, Shy's Bar Victoria, Calico's Satez, Maxie's Bar Grenville, and St. David Pharmacy. Grenada versus the USA.
Pulisic on the run. Pulisic has
Friday, March 24th, 2023 at 8 p.m. Be part of history.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
We're back here at Television Center. There appears to be no limits to what some people will share with the public in this age of social media. The new dispensation has called for different approaches. Law enforcers have found that they must also wade into territorial waters that were not previously within their purview. Let's get the rest of the details in this report.
Officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department are reminding offenders that they can be sent to jail or pay a hefty fine under the Electronic Crimes Act. This comes as the RGPF registers grave concern about the increased sharing of videos with sexual content on various social media platforms. The weekend incident at a sporting activity has caused a pause and readying of the action button.
Gone are the days when the village took the responsibility in growing its children. Instead, what is fashionable these days is that an adult will observe a child involved in some criminal act, and they will look to capture that act and publish it, to send it out in the public domain. And most of the occasions is for sensationalism, really to incite excitement and to garner the whole public views as to what's been shared. This is very concerning to us because there are serious consequences and penalties to these acts.
That was Detective Randy Hall, who heads up the Criminal Investigation Department. He highlighted Section 10 of the Electronic Crimes Act, which is subtitled Violation of Privacy. It states that a person who knowingly or without lawful excuse or justification captures, publishes, or transmits the image of a private area of a person without his or her consent under circumstances violating the privacy of that person commits an offense. That person is liable on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding $200,000 or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years or to both. Hall says these matters will not be treated lightly.
F. Procure and obtain child pornography through a computer system. G. Obtain access through information and communication technologies to child pornography. And it goes on further to brings out the penalty for that offense. In that case, it's an indictable offense, and meaning that matter is tried by a judge and jury. As we say here, it goes up to the High Court. And the penalty for this to a fine that exceeding $200,000 or to a term of imprisonment that exceeding 5 years or to.
These penalties are not only for sexual explicit videos with minors but also applies to adults. Repeat offenders can face up to 20 years in prison or made to pay $300,000. While this may not have been widely published, Mr. Hall disclosed that over the years a number of persons have been arrested and charged for the offences with the help of the Special Victims Unit.
2021, I think, child pornography, we had 2 victims basically. Violation of privacy, we had 11 victims, all right? 5 of which being under the age of 16. 2022 so far, 2022 last year, we had child pornography, we had 1 victim, violation of privacy, we had 13 victims, 3 being under the age of 16. And in 2023 thus far, we have no report of child pornography reported as yet. We have violation of privacy, 5 victims, and 2 being under the age of 16.
Putting legal application aside, Detective Hall reflected on the psychosocial impacts. He has appealed to those involved to refrain from creating and distributing these videos because it places a serious mental strain on victims. He wants that if people do not heed his appeal, there is a well-equipped and capable team within the RGPF that will enforce the law. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The government is following the modern ways of the world. It's joining the digital movement as it looks for different methods to engage the youth. Cherry and Blackman Stephen tells us about government's step toward the online job market.
Advisor to the Ministry of Economic Development and Planning with responsibility for ICT and the creative economy, Orlando Romaine, has announced an initiative geared towards the country's tech-savvy generation as a means of employment. Addressing last evening's town hall meeting in St. David, Mr. Romaine disclosed government's plans to provide training and employment opportunities online for 10,000 people by 2027.
We'll do an introductory course into the gig economy, what it is, how you make money from the gig economy. 2, allow persons to be trained in key skills such as programming, graphics design, animation, content writing, digital marketing. And then 3, we're going to handhold persons in setting up their first gig account or freelancer account and landing and securing their first job, receiving their first payment in their account, after which they will go off on their own. So it's not just training for training's sake, it's training for job creation. And I'm really excited about this one. Within the next 4 years, by 2027, we're looking to train at least 10,000 persons and equip them to work online.
This falls under a gig economy program called Grenada Work Online.
And as you would have heard during the course of the week, there is a debate right now on the data protection bill, which is a key component of that transition. We also have in the process the electronics communications bill, which will also go to Parliament soon. And those bills are fundamental if we are to transition to a digital society because we need to protect our citizens. All right, we're also looking to strengthen certain key infrastructure, particularly connectivity and broadband, so that we can have the types of speed and internet connectivity necessary to drive a digital society.
Romaine also disclosed that the plans utilizing the online platform, including a digital national identification.
I know this may sound a bit spooky, but it is something that is quite necessary. If you try to go and open a bank account, you need several documents and you have to go back and forth to open an account. With a national digital ID, you would have all your identification on one application that can allow you to open a bank account in minutes.
The Deacon Mitchell administration is embarking on the Grenada Work Online initiative, just as the world sees an uptick in the digital nomad phenomena. In contemporary usage, the term broadly describes a category of highly mobile, location-independent professionals who are able to live and work remotely from anywhere in the world with internet access, due to the integration of mobile technology into everyday life and work settings. While this started many years ago, this became even more evident at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic and has grown significantly in its aftermath. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The story to report: Grenada and other Caribbean islands are finally closing the intra-regional travel gap. With the COVID-19 collapse of Liat and subsequent reduction in services, leaders across the region have been scratching their heads about how to create interconnectivity. Today, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell led a Grenada delegation on a promotional trip to Barbados. As Rena Thomas reports, he also presided over an initiative which will result in increased airline service to Grenada.
With an aim to alleviate the issues faced with inter-regional travel and to create a suitable avenue for international travelers to come to Grenada, the Grenada Tourism Authority, with the assistance of government, has successfully secured additional weekly flights between Grenada and Barbados through Inter-Caribbean Airlines. As the relationship between the airline and GTA continues to grow, along with the needs of passengers, Inter-Caribbean has also made the decision to upgrade the aircraft traversing the route to a 48-seater. This was announced by Petra Roach, CEO of Grenada Tourism Authority, during the launch of the initiative on Thursday morning.
We had the Embraer 120, which has 30 seats, and now we have the ATR 42500, which has a total of 48 seats. So we've got 18 more seats on each of the flights. And as I said before, we've got 4 days of the week where we have double daily service. So one goes out in the morning and one goes out in the evening, and then we have 3 days of operation where it's just once per day. But I think that, again, we're looking from a trade perspective, we're looking for diaspora traffic, we're looking for building out our tourism product, so we expect that in very short shrift we will be increasing that even further.
Chairman of Inter-Caribbean Airways, Lyndon Gardner, explains that the airline will erect a sub-office in Barbados to provide the best service they can.
This partnership offers new direct service between Grenada and Barbados. It will improve air travel connectivity and develop interregional tourism, an area that is vastly untapped. Experts have long lauded the great potential in tourism spend from within the Caribbean, but I'm sure the tourism bosses here will agree that direct flights offers more capacity and better scheduling will enhance Grenada's tourism success. Its signature cultural event, the Spice Mass, other major festivals and sporting events, including the upcoming Grenada Invitational.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell was among the first passengers to travel with the Inter-Caribbean 48-seater ATR 42500 airplane. It made its first departure from Maurice Bishop International Airport to Barbados on Thursday morning. Prime Minister Mitchell expressed his excitement about being able to fly back and forth between the two countries in one day.
So I'm happy that I can get to Barbados today and get back today. Not so long ago, that was a routine, normal expectation that you could leave Grenada, get to Trinidad and back, leave Grenada, get to Barbados and back in a day. St. Vincent, St. Lucia similarly. So I believe this is the first step in that process. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to continue supporting it. I'm happy to continue supporting Inter-Caribbean. I've said repeatedly, no one is coming to save us. We as a region have to save ourselves. And I really do want to commend you for being part of that process of beginning to save ourselves when it comes to air travel.
Inter-Caribbean recently launched its service to St. Kitts and Nevis. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
The mantra of youth involvement in nation building is being realized on the sister isle of Carriacou. Several infrastructural enhancement initiatives are progressing apace there. One of the bigger projects involves the development of the road and drainage network in Hillsborough. Diana Isaac has been speaking with residents.
The intention is to allow traffic to flow easier while making it more comfortable for pedestrians.
Several infrastructural enhancements.
But I will compliment them. It's an excellent job. It's just more than necessary. It was needed for quite a long time. People have been turning a blind eye. Yeah, like I said, I was complaining. I said if it was in America, a lot of people would have the government would be getting sued for having these things open. And I hope they do that with a lot of the box drain in Carriacou because seamless box drain will be everywhere, which is good for channeling the water, yes. But you have to remember protections for pedestrians.
No, I think it's a great idea. I commented on the Facebook page on that. I think it's one of the best things. The bridge up there, the Brango Bridge, there is a bridge up by Hillsborough Government School up there. I think those bridges definitely need to be widened because it was a traffic hazard, an accident waiting to happen. So I think it's a wonderful idea. And we need to commend the government on that initiative because it is long overdue. You know, some of the roads. So I think it's a great idea.
It's a good job. It's a good job because a lot of people fall down in the hole. Fall down in the hole twice already. So it's a good job and continue.
Thank you very much. In terms of the widening of the streets, you think that the government?
That's very good because a lot of people can even walk on the side and cars park almost on the sidewalk. So you got a lot of space for people to walk now.
It is a very good work. And when I was in the island, when I come and I see it, I was very pleased with it. It was because it was like it made the city look like it's something that was rejected. It was so when you do this now, you show more concern. The elder citizens, everybody have a freer access, and the road look like a more commercial road for the use around the town. So
the contractors, the ministry has been utilizing young contractors to get most of the work done. What's your take on that?
I support that 100% because the younger contractors now would show more interest and he give the youths a sense of purpose in the contribution and the development because they would show more vigor and them would show more interest and that is what I want to see. Give the youths a chance because the youth is the future. I defend the youths anyway, anytime, anyhow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matheson, for your comment.
Diana Isaac, Public Relations Officer, Ministry of Carrico and Ethnic Affairs and Local Government.
Right. Art stimulates the brain and helps the mind to focus. This evening's I Saw takes us to the village of Grand Mall, where a local artist has installed an awe-inspiring piece. Take a look.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
A beautiful mural is behind the lens of tonight's GBN I Saw. Senator Jonathan Lacrette commissioned the Nashon Jeremiah Arts team to create a stunning interactive mural on the grounds of the Grand Mall Preschool. Mrs. Princess Jeremiah, General Manager of Nashon Jeremiah Arts, said the mural has since been a spectacle to see, with visitors, community members, and other locals coming to the beach to marvel and observe it.
It's really an inspiring thing to be able to inspire these little ones, their creativity, both on the interior and the exterior. This school is a part of our art care program, and as a result, they're not only learning about art, but they're surrounded by it continuously every single day.
Principal of Grand Mall Preschool, Miss Angel Alexander, thanked the theme for the piece.
I would like to say thank you on behalf of the staff, the students, and the parents of Grand Mall Primary School to Senator Jonathan Lacrette in the importance of this initiative in ensuring that the children have a beautiful environment to work with on a daily basis.
Send us your photo and video submissions via our WhatsApp line at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, we'll bring you highlights of a consultation involving fishermen, vendors, and others involved in the fishery sector. This is Network News.
Are you ready to experience the healing power of God's love unleashed in extraordinary ways at the Healing Streams live healing services with Pastor Chris? From the 17th to the 19th of March 2023, the Lord is set to turn around any and every adverse situation or circumstance. No matter the condition, the healing streams will flow right where you are, cleansing you of all that ails you.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. The viewing centers, the Rose Hill Community Center, the Karani James Athletic Stadium, and churches locally. You can also listen to Hope FM Grenada 103.1. For more information, call 535-2421. That's 535-2421.
Shop at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras ranging from solar cameras with or without lights, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4th channel, 8 channels, 16 channels, replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, wall lamp or bulb, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Brana and St. George. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality product. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook today.
Hello, Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a quick pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Here's what customers had to say about Domus Windows and Doors.
The service was excellent with Domus.
Excellent customer service.
Just out of frustration, searching, and just came across you, and I think it was the best, one of my best find ever.
A good feature is that I didn't have to install any burglar proofing on the door because they have laminate glass.
The manufacturing time was on point.
Thanks for what you all are doing. I will continue to be a customer.
Visit Caribbean Shutters, Windows and Doors for Domus quality UPVC solutions.
Easter is coming, and that means it's time to do some spring cleaning. It's time to upgrade and refresh your home today and save up to 30% off store-wide. Change off that old lounge chair, dining room table, or any furniture item now and save big. Plus, shop our large selection of appliances, televisions, and electronics for the biggest deals. No cash, no problem. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years. This offer is available online at shopquartz.com for a limited time only. Act now before the deals are gone. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Spicile Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Spicile Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Spicile Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Anse. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services: CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500, or visit any of our 3 locations. Spice Cell Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
God bless you. This is Pastor Donnie McClurkin, and I'm coming to the island of Spice. That's right. I'm coming to Grenada on Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. It's going to be a fantastic night of praise and worship that will bring glory to God and start a revival throughout Grenada. And I want to give special honor to all of the pastors that are working tirelessly throughout Grenada to make this possible. I come to pay honor to you as well. Don't forget, Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. Donnie McClurkin in concert in Grenada. I'll see you there.
This is Network News. A local bank is continuing one of its signature outreach programs for women. Nisha Paul has been speaking with Camille Goddard of Republic Bank about the initiative.
We know that is a challenge when it comes to women entrepreneurs getting access to opportunity and sometimes even financing. And while we know that this may not have the same level of challenge within the Caribbean, we do observe that our women entrepreneurs are still a very small part of our overall small and medium business entities. And this is something that Republic Bank wants to champion in terms of giving women an opportunity to grow their small businesses.
The EBB program, which is into its second year, is aimed at developing business communities by providing access to financial guidance, a business blueprint, and networking sessions geared to unlock knowledge and tools necessary to advance their businesses. According to Goddard, a maximum of 80 Caribbean women entrepreneurs with a minimum of 2 years of entrepreneurial experience will have the opportunity to apply for the 4-month self-paced online learning program, which is scheduled to commence in May.
Right? You can expect that this EBB program will give you exposure and the skills and tactics that are needed to not just learn concepts but apply immediately. And this is one of the beautiful things about the EBB program, because you'll be getting information to assess your business plan, to develop a real technology-enabled company, something that will help you develop your marketing plan, your operational plans, and things that you can apply immediately.
Interested persons can register to participate in the online training initiative via the Republic Bank's website to receive 80% scholarship funding.
I do want to mention that the first phase of the program, there is an investment cost for that, right? And the investment on the part of the customer or the participant is US $370. But I will say that this is a subsidized amount because the overall cost, Republic Bank is paying 80% of the value of this program.
Registration closes on March 24th. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Fisheries Minister Adrian Thomas is on a listening tour. He has been meeting with fishermen, vendors, and other people involved in the sector. Christina John has this report.
Fishermen, vendors, and technical officers are among the stakeholders, playing a critical role in developing Grenada's blue economy. During the past week, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries, and Cooperatives has been engaging with these stakeholders. Many were the concerns expressed by fisherfolk both in St. John and St. Andrew.
The other thing is about datas. I think we should look more at datas where fishing is concerned, especially in Grenville, because if you are to get any grant, they would look at your statistics. So I think we have to put more interest in data.
In terms of cooperatives, if you can form that, there are lots and lots of resources, lots of funding that is out there that are available, and information is going to be disseminated, and so fishers got to know about it. But it'd be better to be in cooperatives so that you can be able to access it.
In case of an emergency, we need assistance. You know, we can't just wait on the coast gas. Sometimes we don't have gas or nothing like that. Sometimes even though we do burn our own gas, who's going to replace it? So we want a little assistance some way that, you know, we could get assistance in the gas, and like in some case somebody go missing, we could go.
The consultation continued in Guelph St. John, where fishermen highlighted their plight.
Whenever the peak of the season, we have a problem in shipping out the fish from the country. So we need a serious address in terms of having more than one flight a week.
Minister, I want you to do a survey. Do the thing fair, not listening to one set of crowd. Come and do the groundwork and ask. What we need to do, we need to have more awareness. We have a lot of say, and let we try to nurse them guys to work this thing like a business, and you go see Jack's Grenada could produce. But ask yourself the question, few fellas are working it as a business, so that coming to be a problem. Over the years, people just watch fishermen as we hustlers. You know why? Or we portray ourselves. We don't take anything as a business and a stand. This thing could change because when the buyers come and they want to underpay us, fishermen have rights, they don't even know what they have. What we have to fight for, we don't fighting for.
Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, says the consultation gave the ministry a consensus of the concerns, challenges and accomplishments within the sector, as well as the potential role that government can play in improving opportunities for fisher folks and providing technical support. Christina John, GBN News.
St. Andrew crowned champions in the Corp Bank National Primary Schools Games. Sports News is next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Sporting fans, good evening. St. Andrew, the champions of the 2023 Corp Bank National Primary Schools Games. At the conclusion of 70 events, St. Andrew amassed a total of 601 points. They were followed by St. George, second, on 513.5 points. Third was St. Patrick on 472 points. St. David followed on 426.5 points. And St. John on 315.5 points. We can tell you too, Carriacou combined ended with a total of 280 points, and St. Mark with a total of 265.5 points. St. Andrew won the Corp Bank Championship 27 times. Take a look at some highlights.
And they're off. It's a good start, and let's see what's happening. It is St. Patrick, it is St. David, but St. George seem to be now stamping authority. St. George, St. Patrick is St. George, St. Patrick, St. George's is going to win, and they're off. It's a good, clean start from all of the athletes. Let's see who is going to make the running, but it seems to be St. Mark, St. Andrew, and of course St. John. So it is St. Patrick in lane number 1. She is really motoring down the street. St. Patrick, I don't think anyone is going to catch her. St. Patrick could win by a canter. She's going to win impressively, followed by St. David and St. Andrew. And they're off. It's a pretty clean start. Let's see what is going to happen. The athlete from St. George seem to be doing well. St. Patrick seems to be really not in. But it is St. George, St. Patrick, and the athlete from St. Mark also. She's also in the mix. But it's St. Patrick, St. George, and St. John. But it's Michaela Frederick from St. Mark. She seems to be running away with it. Man, she is putting in a Herculean effort. Josephat, St. Mark, St. Patrick, St. John, and St. George boys 200 meters. And they're off. Let's see what is going to happen. But that athlete from St. Andrew in lane number 2 has decided that he's not going to make any joke. He's really hit out. So it's the athlete from St. Andrew in lane number 2. He's looking well. St. Patrick is looking well. St. George is looking well. St. Andrew is looking well. This is going to be a very good race. But St. Andrew is looking as if he's going to take it through to the end. St. Andrew, St. Patrick, St. John just running St. George out of the medal.
All right. Football now, with a total of 13 players returning for the first time since a successful run at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The U.S. men's national team seeks to advance to the CONCACAF Nations League Final Four, as 24 players have been called to Orlando for the U.S. men's national team's BioSteel training camp. As defending champions, following its thrilling 3-2 defeat of Mexico in extra time of the inaugural championship match in 2021, the U.S. men's national team has 2 matches remaining to close out Group D, currently in second place with 4 points and 1 behind El Salvador. The USA opens the window away to Grenada on March 24 at Karani James Athletic Stadium. U.S. men's national team head coach Anthony Hudson said, and I quote, "Our objective is to win both matches. We want to defend our Nations League title and qualify for this summer's Gold Cup. To do that, we need to get results. From there, we want to maintain the standards that we've set and continue to build on the achievements of the last 4 years. We walked away from the Gold Cup knowing that we are capable of more, and we're excited to continue to move this group forward," unquote. All right. So, right now we have for you the following. The following is Grenada's senior men's national team for the CONCACAF Nations League in March. We can tell you the members are Trishon Thomas, Roma Frank, Christian James, Trevon Williams, Dorrell Pear, Jeremy Richardson, Stephen Abram, Sadrel Lewis, Joshua Isaac, Jamal Charles, Sawan Mark, Kristen Julian, Caden Harak, Aaron Pear, Jacob Arpong, Reagan Charles Cook, Cairo Mitchell, Ashley Charles, Miles Hippolyte, Benjamin Etienne, Arthur Patterson, Jason Belfon, and Kazim Theodore. Following this match, the senior men's national team will focus on Gold Cup qualification in June. Grenada first played the USA on home soil in June 2004 in the preliminary round of qualifying for the 2006 FIFA World Cup. The USA got a late game goal to win 3-2, breaking the 2-all deadlock. The Grenada goal scorers then were Jason Roberts and Ricky Charles. That's the sports news for now. Where hundreds of young children experienced the joy of reading at an early childhood education unit activity on Wednesday. The unit says it wants to reignite children's love for reading. More in this report.
Some 500 preschool and kindergarten students gather at Maria Holder Early Childhood and Resource Center in Buckley's Wednesday. Around 40 educational institutions are participating in the Early Childhood Development Unit's Cushion Time and Reading Fun at the facility.
We are exposing children to a variety of ways in which they can enjoy stories. So we have shared stories, big books, we have storytelling, we have puppetry, we have drama, At the end of each experience, they'd be able to make a craft based on whichever story that they heard.
The children also enjoy following instructions in the interactive session on the balcony. Education Officer for Early Childhood Education, Embla Spencer, says they're hoping the activities will rekindle the children's desire for reading.
With COVID, we recognize that a lot of children were using computers, telephones, and we understand that viewing became a very big part of their life. However, we want children to understand that telephones, laptops, iPads, they can also be used for reading, and we want them to read some more.
After their sessions with Nancy, Puss in Boots, The Ugly Duckling, and several other familiar favorites, the children jump away from the bounce castle before heading back to school. Jamie J. O'Shea, ABS News.
Further feel a powerful explosion in a coal mine in central Colombia has killed at least 11 people. The incident happened about 46 miles from the capital, Bogota. A search is underway for 10 missing miners. Al Jazeera tells us more.
Dozens of rescue teams are working round the clock to reach 10 miners trapped underground since Tuesday. The operation is challenging because workers are about 900 meters below and the mine is connected to 5 others. 2 miners were rescued earlier.
At around 8:15 p.m. we heard a strong blast and then it triggered as if it were an earthquake. At that moment we left and we saw the mine entries ejecting smoke and dust.
The explosion at this coal mine in central Colombia is being blamed on a buildup of methane gas. Ambulances and families of the trapped miners have surrounded the accident site in Suta Tausa.
I don't think my son is alive. My heart says he isn't. I wish he is, but I don't think so. I don't think he's in this world because after a blast, that's difficult. Only a miracle.
At least 130,000 people make a living from mining in Colombia, and unions for a long time have been calling on the government to improve working conditions. Kulsum Sharif, Al Jazeera.
A reminder of the headlines after this. Headlines: increased rates of cash circulation from next month. Burden of doing business with local banks under the spotlight. CBI consultant transitions into role of chief executive officer. Intensity of head scratching over regional flights to Grenada being reduced as progress is made in discussions with Inter-Caribbean Airways. Karakou residents give thumbs up to infrastructural works in Hillsborough. In around the globe, regionally, Antiguan educators employ innovative strategies to get youngsters interested in reading. Internationally, the race is on to rescue workers from a collapsed mine in Colombia. Thus, in the sports news, St. Andrew crowned champions in the Quad Bank National Primary Schools Games. Congrats. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom for the moment. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again. Good night.